What is a firewall? Now, a firewall is a system that is designed to prevent unauthorized access from entering a private network by filtering the information that comes in from the internet. A firewall blocks unwanted traffic and permits wanted traffic. So a firewall's purpose is to create a safety barrier between a private network and the public internet. Because out on the internet, there's always going to be hackers and malicious traffic that may try to penetrate into a private network to cause harm. And a firewall is the main component on the network to prevent this. And a firewall is especially important to a large organization that has a lot of computers and servers in them, because you don't want all those devices accessible to everyone on the internet where a hacker can come in and totally disrupt that organization. So that's why you need a firewall to protect them. So a firewall that's used in computer networks is very similar to how a firewall works in a building structure. In fact, that is where the word firewall came from. A firewall in a building structure provides a barrier so that in the event of an actual fire on either side of the building, the firewall is there to keep the fire contained and to keep it from spreading over to the other side. So the firewall is there to keep the fire from destroying the entire building. But if the firewall wasn't here, the fire would spread over to the other side and then the whole building would be destroyed. And a network firewall works in a similar way as a structure firewall. It stops harmful activity before it can spread into the other side of the firewall and cause harm to a private network. So in today's high-tech world, a firewall is essential to every home and especially in a business or an organization to keep their network safe. Now, a firewall works by filtering the incoming network data and determines by its rules if it's allowed to enter a network. And these rules are also known as an access control list. These rules are customizable and are determined by the network administrator. The administrator decides not only what can enter a network, but also what can leave a network. So these rules either allows or denies permission. So as an example here, we have some rules in a firewall's access control list. And it shows a list of IP addresses that have been allowed or denied by this firewall. And as you can see, traffic from some IP addresses are allowed to enter this network, but traffic from one IP address has been denied. So if traffic from this IP address tried to get into this network, the firewall will deny it because of the rules that are set in the firewall. But the other IP addresses are granted access because the rules allow them. Now, firewalls don't just make rules based on IP addresses.